I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Firemen from Rock Hill in the vicinity headed for a local ice cream stand earlier today, not for a cool treat, but to respond to a reported roof collapse. Only a pile of rubble remains of the roof that covered the outdoor porch at the Peace, Love, and Ice Cream stand on Rock Hill Drive. First responders believe the condition of the porch roof and its age were factors that led to the collapse.
I had a call saying there was a porch collapse. So we just responded, and just hopefully there was nobody underneath there, and we just checked everything out. The chiefs checked everything out and found that there was nobody underneath there. It happened at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when there was kids out here eating ice cream. That could have been very dangerous, and somebody would definitely got hurt if not killed.
It was not immediately known if the porch roof collapse was going to impact business. There were no reports of anyone getting hurt. The former Danskammer power plant facility in the town of Newburgh may finally be getting a new owner. Houston-based Helios Power Capital has reportedly agreed to purchase the power plant from Dynegy for $3.5 million and pay property taxes on the Danskammer property beginning on or after January 1st of this year. There was no immediate word on what plans Helios has for Danskammer, though the company does have expertise in the dismantling and demolition of power plants. Purchase agreement will be reviewed Friday in U.S. bankruptcy court in Poughkeepsie. The sale conditions are similar to those that had been on the table with ICS-NY Holdings, a demolition and salvage company. Dynegy canceled that sale contract after ICS said wanted the town to substantially lower its valuation of the property. The Orange County Legislature will vote September 5th on a proposal to provide funding for Valley View through the end of the year. Now that the legislature's Health and Mental Health Committee has approved the spending of an additional $8.4 million for the 360-bed county-owned nursing care and rehabilitation facility. County Executive Ed Diana, who has wanted the facility sold to a private operator, had asked the committee to spend $14.4 million more, based on a recent audit projecting that amount of shortfall this year. But committee members trimmed $6 million from the county exec's funding request. That $6 million is money to cover future health benefits for retired Valley View employees, a cost the county won't actually pay this year. The ex-girlfriend of accused murderer Paul Novak was back on the witness stand in a Sullivan County courtroom today. Defense attorney Gary Greenwald continuing his cross-examination of Michelle LaFrance, who has said she knew aspects of Novak's plan to kill his estranged wife Catherine back in 2008 and then set fire to their town of Tustin home in an attempt to cover up the crime. The exact cause of the fire was never determined. Greenwald's questioned LaFrance's credibility, labeling her a liar and unstable while pointing to her checkered past. LaFrance implicated Novak in April of 2012 after first providing him with an alibi. He's currently serving up to 18 years in prison in New York State. Now Warwick resident Clifford Wares faces charges in New Jersey as well, and it's tied to his use of Facebook to lure teenage girls to meet him for sex. Prosecutors say the charges filed in Passaic, New Jersey, involve Wares' efforts to get the girls' cell phone numbers by hacking their Facebook accounts and then sending them indecent communications. He met up with two girls, but they left before any sexual activity occurred. Wares was convicted in New York for similar online activities in Orange and Ulster counties. Internal controls in the Village of Maybrook's water department need to be improved. That statement came from the state comptroller's office following a recently completed audit. According to the comptroller's report, more than 17% of the village's water bills that were reviewed contained errors. The audit also determined that more than $1,100 worth of customer account adjustments were made without documented prior approval, and that the water clerk's duties were not properly segregated, with inter-fund advances not accurately accounted for, reconciled, or repaid. Residents in a Kingston neighborhood alerted city police to what they believed was a frequent drug activity at a residence on West Pierpont Street. Well, for a couple of weeks, the department's Special Investigations Unit checked it out, and then armed with a search warrant, they entered the house and discovered quantities of cocaine, marijuana, suspected drug money, and drug paraphernalia. The occupant, 42-year-old Daniel Washington, now faces an assortment of charges, including multiple counts of felony possession of a controlled substance. And this is the scenario. A disgruntled former employee, armed with a rifle, arrives at SUNY New Paltz campus seeking retribution. Shots are fired. The scenes being played out were filmed back in May on the campus, with students and members of the University Police Department playing the roles. Now, with New Paltz students returning to campus this week for the start of fall semester, the new training video is being circulated to offer advice and provide tactics for surviving an armed attack on campus. College Chief of Police David Dugatkin says the intent of the video is to raise awareness and present options in the event of an active shooter incident on the New Paltz campus. It covers how to secure classrooms without locks on doors and identify safe locations to hide in an emergency. In addition to posting the video online, University Police will offer mini training sessions to residence halls, faculty, and staff departments. Our weather will be a little less humid by the end of the week. Tomorrow's weather will feature a mix of sun and clouds with a chance of showers or thunderstorms late in the day. The highs Thursday will be in the upper 80s. Friday will be partly sunny and more comfortable, with temperatures topping out in the middle 80s. Keep clicking here at Record Online to keep tabs on breaking news. And begin your day with the news, features, and information that you will find in the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.